Hello everyone and welcome to the Cone Racing League. We are here for Tier 2 Round 12 and I've just realised I did not change the title. It still says Round 11. But we're here for Tier 2 Round 12 at the finale, and there is two drivers fighting for the title. I'm going to very quickly change the title because I'm an idiot. But yeah, we have a close championship fight which my wonderful co-commentator Cammy will explain while I fix the name of the stream.
Brilliant. Hello everyone and welcome back to Cone Racing League. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day as we go into the penultimate round of Season 9 in Brazil. We have a very close title battle. We've got Taupe just 12 points behind Strange, who is in the lead. Now, I've looked at the championship battle, I've looked at the point system, and if Taupe finishes first and Strange finishes fourth with fastest lap, they will be on the same point. If Strange finishes fourth without fastest lap and Taupe wins by a single point. If Taupe finishes second on 24 points, Strange would finish P6. They'd still be on the same points, but as Taupe, I believe, has won one more race on countback, Taupe secures the championship. If Taupe finishes in third and Strange finishes in 8th, same points, countback. And if Taupe finishes in 4th, Strange would need to be all the way down in 11th with fastest lap, I believe, my maths is terrible, to finish on the same points, yet again, countback. So basically, as long as Strange outperforms Taupe or beats him by any position, or is one position or two positions behind across the board, Strange will take the championship. And in Brazil, anything is possible.
Yeah.
We've seen many crazy races over the years in Brazil, and yeah, it should be a very interesting Thursday night. I'm very excited. I don't know about you, my friend. But,
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Interlagos, possibility of rain, awesome track. As a big Kimi Raikkonen fan myself, 2007, loved that race here. And it's essentially, can Strange finish on the podium to guarantee himself the title? Anywhere on the podium, he wins the title. His first CRL title. Taupe does have more wins across the season, but of course he has the extra pressure of not only he needs to perform, but he needs Strange to do badly. So the two
definitely.
Germans going to be very much fighting away.
Oh yeah, it should be a very interesting race. Depending, we don't even know what the conditions are going to be. Strategy, you know, that comes into play. Safety cars as well could totally mix the grid up. I mean, anything is possible. And if they're close, if they're battling on track, if there's an incident, if they touch wheels, if someone spins, I mean, the possibilities are endless. But all I know that Brazil, penultimate race of the season, it's not, I don't think it's going to disappoint tonight at all. I'll be honest.
Oh no, it should be a very, very much good one. Personally, my money's on Strange, but it could absolutely go either way. We do not want to call this commentator's curse. But looking forward to it. I think waiting on one or two more drivers at the moment, and then we will get going with quali. But I mean, always a good track to end it on, Interlagos. Always a good track. I'm not someone who drives much of the F1 game, so I've driven this in other games to death, and I always really enjoy a race here. Kind of those dive bombs you can do into turn one, how you manage that with the different lines, the exit down that first straight. It's everything to play for. So should be a very good one.
So, Interlagos, if not many of you know the track layout, I'm sure everyone does. But I will run through our track layout and our corner names now while we're waiting for things to kick off. So, obviously, we have the start-finish straight, but the drivers come in to turn 1, Esther Senna, into turn 2, the right-hander. So it's left, right, down the hill, into turn 3. You've got that Meta Oposta. I can't do Brazilian or Portuguese. But there's a DRS zone there. Very known for its close battles and overtaking. Turn 4 is an opportunity for people to get down the inside or round the outside. and that left-hander. Then it's a bit of a slight left going into turn 5. You can get right on the throttle there. Some close battling as we approach Ferradura into the right-hander. The long right-hander that comes round turns 6 and 7 into that more than 90-degree acute angle. Reflex angle corner.
Obtuse.
Turn 8. That's
I think.
essay. Obtuse. Obtuse? Is it obtuse?
It's one of them.
No, it will be a reflex because it's over 180.
It's not over 180 though.
It's less than 90. It's less than...
More than 90, less than 180.
Yeah. Anyway, into that sharp right-hander.
It is obtuse, I was right, okay.
Yeah, around turn 8, into that long, well not long, but that very curvy.
That's quite a slow corner, isn't it?
Turn 9. Pinherino, I think. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, you come up, you get that slight right-hand turn. It can be quite slippy there at times, especially when you're getting low on grip towards the pit window, hitting the curb into turn 10, which is that sharp right-hander as well. And then it's that last push round that long turn 11 left-hander Mergulo. And then we've got that tight left-hander turn 12, long left-hander turn 13 and 14 into the DRS zone, turn 15 and across the line. Lots of battling, lots of twisty turns, lots of straight line speed, drafted. Oh, the opportunities are endless.
Yeah.
And don't forget that pit lane takes up nearly half the blooming course as well. So should be a very, very interesting race. And as we head into quali very soon, well, who's going to take pole, do you think, tonight?
Tope, in my opinion. Raw pace. He's the better of the two championship runners, and it will be those two who've been practicing the most. So my money's definitely on Tope. I mean, of course, the other drivers could come into play, but those are the ones who'll want it most. They will be the drivers pushing their absolute hardest today. So it remains to be seen how they end up doing. But two big overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and into turn 4. And there's plenty of others out the track as well. I mean, a little dive bomb up the inside of turn 8. Turn 10's a good one as well. That's where Bottas got past one of the Williams. I think it was Latifi he got past a few years back. I remember that clip of Bottas telling Zhou where to do the overtake, and then him overtaking in exactly that very place. But yeah, it's first man out on track, though Tope not far behind him, so I think we're going to go on board with Tope.
Indeed.
Actually, yeah, he's now the lead car on track.
So I guess Tope will be the one setting the first fast lap of the race. I've hopped on board as well, so we can have a little watch. It's German versus German tonight.
It is.
So I've got a list of 17 funny German phrases, playing the insulted sausage, having pig and more. So I'm going to bust out some German phrases. I mean, there's one really long one that I've not got a chance of doing. But to start with, I've got Das ist mir Wurst, which is that's sausage to me. Anyway, no real sausage curbs going on today, I don't think. Interlagos.
Not that I can remember. There might, isn't inside of turn 3 a little bit of a sausage curb? Oh, he's Tope actually. He's waiting for the Alpha Tauri to go past. I don't think he's going for a lap immediately. I think he wants an extra lap of warm up here.
He's warming those tyres up.
He is. Yeah, actually, I don't know if you noticed, Greaves was briefly showing the Inter tyres, no longer on those tyres.
Oh.
Probably for the better.
I should probably put tyre data on, actually, so I can keep an eye on that. I've got it on now, can see all the softs out there, all the soft runners. As Tope seems to not be on a fast lap.
No, yeah, on board with Ids myself. He's going through the middle sector, where really it's middle sector where everything is to be gained. First and last sector, both much short. I mean, they both essentially come down to a single braking zone, and just nailing that one thing. It's the middle sector, you've got the far more technical bit, where it's a bit easier to defend, but a mistake can cost you a lot of time in the race, and in quali it can have monstrous effects. So the Dutchman of ID's first man got a little bit of a slipstream from his teammate ahead. Don't know if that one was planned or not, but well played to the AlphaTauri boys if it was. Judging by the pit entry, it was. So here we go across the line, and it is a 1:08.2 to start us off. Tope will be about to come across the line with a slow time, although not too slow, I think. Yeah, 1:12.4, so off the pace, but that was to be expected. Then Kryko, our next man, another man who's shown pace at times, struggled with it at others though. He does get the fastest lap. He gets the fastest lap by 11 thousandths of a second.
Ooh, very tight.
That's,
and as they say in Germany, ich verstehe nur Bahnhof. I only understand train station. As Tope is going around the track with vigour into that middle section.
As here we go, Strange. Actually, he's on a slow one as well. As someone who took GCSE German and got a 3, this is quite amusing because I understand about half the words you're saying, but no more than that. Right, so there we go. Legend, which saw there, a 1:08.4. Farrell about to start his lap. Interestingly, opting to do it on the mediums as Nelu Safi slots into third, just ahead of his teammate. I think now we're going to have, ID's on an in-lap, but Tope is about to finish his lap, and what can he do? He's actually fairly slow. Well, we'll say fairly slow.
He's 3 seconds down coming out of Sector 2.
He's a 10th back.
Going on there.
Oh my goodness, Tango splitting the top 2 and the top 3 drivers now separated by that 11 thousandths. Closer and closer is the top of the timing board. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, gap to the leader. I mean, the top 6 drivers within 0.2. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And meanwhile, I think Strange is about to put himself in amongst those boys, possibly ahead, knowing him. So we go now, coming down. Final times, Hobbsy, he went P5. And Strange, again, in amongst the mix. He's 0.02 ahead of Nelu Safi. Look at how close these times are.
Very tight indeed. Very tight.
Crazy. It's less than 200ths per driver for the top 7. And the top 3 is separated by 100ths.
Pure quality of tier 2 coming out there. Definitely. I mean, das kannst du deiner Oma erzählen. You can tell that to your grandmother, quite frankly. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Tope boxing, not like Tommy Fury and KSI, but he's going to be going on the new tyre, I imagine, as he's just relaxing, judging by what's going on here. He's set one banker lap. He's come across the line 4 seconds down. And now he's just chilling in the pits, having a cup of tea. And I don't know what he's got planned, but he's going to have to step things up a little bit. Otherwise, he's starting with no chance really if they stay in the positions they're at. As Strange will be, well, substantially ahead of him unless something dramatic happens. But yeah, it's very interesting at the moment watching Legend come across the line into 8th. 2 seconds off the leader.
Farrell, interestingly, his in-lap at one point looked quicker than his fast lap. No longer the case. He has now pulled into the pits. But
he was only 10th down.
He was 10th up at one point. First sector was faster. I guess that's what you get for being on mediums.
On the clock. That's what he's doing.
So,
old, Irish touch.
The interesting thing about this quali is I don't think I've ever seen a quali where so many people have set timed laps on older tyres. Legends was set on 3-lap old softs. Tope and Strange both on 2-lap old softs, as was Mookie, although Mookie a bit off the pace. More due to being a very much last-minute reserve who has done no practice at all. So he's going to speed up throughout the race. I'm surprised he's not using this time to just practice around on the mediums, get used to them. Waitsy now starting a lap coming into the first corner, the corner that demands trail braking. You want to get a nice tight line so you can get the power on so early for that turn 2. Out of turn 3 down towards this huge overtaking opportunity. You have to be careful, cars coming out the pit there. Careful of cars waiting if they've got an illegal overtake. Purple. Yeah, purple in the first. But the second is where there's the most time to gain. We'll see how he does. Waitsy currently sitting down in P9 in the championship. So someone who has plenty to gain here. They're not quite title levels in terms of battling. See how his second sector's looking. One of 3 drivers yet to set a lap. One of 4 drivers yet to set a soft lap. Not purple this time around. I will admit I don't know the sector splits. Here we
see what he gets when he comes across that line.
yeah,
108 would put him in pole, I believe.
108 flat. What can he do? A 108.6 right behind the group. I mean, he's 4/10 off pole, but that's still all the way down in P10th because of how close together they all are. Delano will be the next one, but he is on a slow lap. Then I think it's he might also be in a slow lap. I'm not sure who's the next fast lap man. I haven't got a clue.
I am trying to work out those details. I believe it's the House of
Kryko is what I've always called him.
Kryko.
Yeah, I think you're right, because Waitsy is on an laps will follow. Kryko currently the provisional pole man by a whopping 4 thousandths. Well, actually, it says 3 thousandths when it's on interval and 4 thousandths.
Oh my god, they're so close together.
Yeah.
The
It's
top 9 split by 2/10. Have you seen that before?
yeah,
Have
I've
you
seen
seen
some
that?
impressive qualifying stuff by Tier 2, but I think this takes the cake. Especially when there's only 15 drivers as well. I mean, a lot of drivers not able to race today. Shame for the finale. But it's so close between them, isn't it? I mean, that's bonkers. You kind of, I think last week the gap between pole and second place was like 3/10, and this time you got 10 drivers who fit in that gap. Here we go now.
Yeah.
Kryko coming towards the line, burning the ZRS, using the DRS, and he is improved by about a 10th. 108.1 might not sound like much, but with this field, that is quite a lot. And I have set the timing board wrong. Nelly Safu though brings him down. Another 108.1. Some 108.14. Tope about to
He's not
start his
playing
flying lap.
games. Oh, should we hop on board with Tope then and see what he can master?
I think Strange is about to go to the front. He might be in the 108 flats here, we will see. He is.
Oh!
A
And things get
108.05.
toasty.
Championship leader to the front. What can Tope do to respond? He's got half a 10th in the first sector. But he needs, how much does he need to find? 3.4 tenths.
Oh, very nice line through there. Cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, let's
I don't
hope
know
the
what that is in
traffic.
German.
Not a clue either. Let's hope the traffic ahead stays well out the way. Tier 2 usually pretty good at that. There we go, 10th and a half up. That 10th and a half looks at putting him. That's only P4 for the moment. Is Hobbsy a 107.9? Right, what can Tope do then? Where does he slot in? I put in P4 here as a guess. P4, yeah, a 108.1. Slotting just between Nelu and Kryko in that tiny little gap between the two of them. I think we've got, yeah, Strange for an in-lap next. Is anybody...
What a lap. I mean, he's got the need, he's like an F1 driver addicted to amphetamines because he's got the need for speed, mate. Look at him go. Fantastic lap.
Very nicely put together by him. That has spread out the top guys a little bit more. I mean, they're still close, not quite as ridiculously close as they were with their banker laps, but have not done the final laps just yet. Is anybody on a flyer? I don't think they are. I think they're all on in-laps or invalidations or just mistakes somewhere or other.
Well, 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes left of quali now. Hotting up.
Oh, absolutely.
Hotting up.
Right, here we've got a couple of people on out laps. We've got Tango and we've got Waitsy. So, I mean, Tango's like 3/10 behind the pole, but way down in sixth. Waitsy a fair bit further back. He needs to try and set a solid lap here, if he can.
Definitely.
But yeah, just under 5 minutes now on the clock. No, he's burning his DRS. Okay, yeah. No, he's going for a lap this time around. I think
it's almost time to tango.
It is. It's now time to tango. Interestingly, didn't take the slightly wider line through that final corner. You see a lot of drivers go wide turn 15 to try and build up that little bit more speed before the start of the lap. Tango opting not to do that. I don't know if it even gains you all that much time, in all honesty. It certainly pays to be on the left at the end of the lap, half a tenth up first sector. He does need at least a tenth to gain any positions, but a tenth and a half and up gaining 3 positions here.
He must be aiming for a spot in the front 3, or maybe even the top. Yeah, 3rd place achievable, I'd say.
Yeah. Something I didn't realise this was Tango's first season in CRL, and the reason I didn't realise is because I've raced him before in GT Sport and GT7, so I was so used to his name that I didn't realise that he's not a familiar face in the F1 side of things. There's a moment out the exit of the corner.
Wobbly.
Wobbly.
Might just go into the box there, but
we'll see. Yeah, straight into the box. Not happy with his lap.
I noticed Griff in grass. He bit into the grass a couple of times in that lap as well. That's some more German for everyone there.
I love German words because they're so literal.
German teacher. Yeah. I've decided to take up a new hobby, and that is spouting
German nonsense.
German. Yeah. Whilst we're waiting for someone to come out, which seems to be one of the prancing horses in the form of Nosey.
Well, we've already got an Alpine and a McLaren out on track.
Yes, indeed. Oh, we do, indeed. Waitsy going out on an outlap as well.
Yeah, I think everyone on an outlap. Mookie first, then Waitsy, then who's the next one? Is it Nolsey you said? Oh, never mind. Mookie was on both an out and an in lap.
So it looks like Waitsy will be the next one to go on a flyer. Das Leben ist kein Ponyhof. Life is no pony farm.
So here we go now, 2 minutes on the clock. We are going to start to see the drivers leaving the pits fairly soon for the final mad dash. Waitsy, it seems, will be the leader of that dash. I don't think there's any quali bans for Hargreaves or Nolsey. I will have a quick look just in case I am mistaken here. Never mind, Greaves has 2 quali bans, one of which he'll be serving next season. But Nolsey does not, so Nolsey has no excuse for not setting a time. How does Greaves manage to get 2 quali bans? Doesn't matter, either way. Probably no footage and a quali ban for blocking in quali.
Sie hat nicht alle Thesen in Schrank. She does not have all her cups in the cupboard. I don't know. I think that might be partially the reason there. But Waitsy.
He did find time in the first sector. As my throat gets ever drier and more sore as we go on, but here we go. The car, the Haas, Kryko staying well out the way of Waitsy. Did a very good job. Don't think he was a distraction at all. Waitsy seemed cool and calm. A little way off the field at the moment. Here we go. Half a second. Oh my goodness.
Half a tenth? Half a second? Jesus wept.
Right, he's looking at the top 3 at the moment provisionally. I reckon. Don't know how much you'll find in the last sector. I think this could be as good as P2 here. I don't think he'll quite pinch Hobbsy, but I think a strong one we're looking for here. P6, no! He lost half a tenth in the last sector, and that cost him the difference between P3 and P6 because of how close those boys are. Right, next man to the line on a timed lap. I think it'll be Nelly Safu. No, hang on. All the cars are blue, and I can't tell the difference. It's and Ids is improving by nearly 2/10. This could be, yeah, we go top 3 for the Dutchman. That is going to be him done for the moment. Nelu Safu does move himself up into P5. As AJ Wuhan's gone P2.
Oh
my
AJ.
goodness. Okay, then, right. There's a Delano going up into P5. Right, I'm trying to find who's next to the line because I'm looking in all the wrong places. Hobbsy will be the next man to the line. Does he improve from his already fastest lap? Yes, he does. Brings the pace, brings the fire. Strange improving. Is it enough? No, it is not enough.
I don't mean to alarm you, but Tope's up on his time, and he's about to exit sector 2.
Kryko to P2.
2/10 down, up on his time.
Right, let's watch the timing board. Tango only enough
could
for
be going
P10.
P2 or 3 here.
Hang on, is Farrell giving him a little bit of slipstream? I think he is, whether deliberately or not. Does Farrell improve? No, he does not. Does Tope improve? P3! He's ahead of Strange!
Oh, this is spicy.
Right, Legend
Like a
P10,
Taco
Mookie remains P13, of course, less practice, but there we go. The top 8 separated by 3/10. Heck, the top 12 separated by half a second. I mean, these guys are so close together today.
That is saucy. Wow. Well, that looks like the end of quali, and what a quali it was.
Yeah, I mean, Hobbsy, it's not usually his form to be the fastest in qualifying. Anyone who's seen him over the many seasons the CRL he's done, he gets high in championships because he's so consistently just in the top 5. Currently sitting at P4 in the title, in contention for P3 in the title. That's him versus Tango for that one, but not who I would have called for pole.
No, I wouldn't have put money on it. To be
Michael was Tope.
No offense, Hobbs.
But yeah, our 2 championship boys, 12 points apart, starting side by side on the second row. So now comes the fun part. Now they've got to choose their strategy. So we do a quick rundown of the grid. As we said, once again, Hobbsy on pole, starting alongside Kryko. The Germans all near the top, but not quite enough for pole. Tope P3, the man P2 in the title, the one who has to do the hunting today, looking for a win, ideally from him. Strange in P4, looking to defend his position. Can he win the title here today? Then third row, AJ and Ids. Then Delano, Nelu Safi, Waitsi and Legend finishing out the top 10. Tango and Farrell 11th and 12th, and Mookie the last man with a time. Greaves serving one of his 2 quali bands, and Nolsey, I think I saw him leave the lobby, so I don't know if he was having connection issues or what, but hopefully back in time before the race.
Yeah, what a quali. Hobbsy, the one that set his alarm earliest in the morning to get out there and claim a sun lounger first before the Germans got to it, and they are 2nd, 3rd and 4th as it stands, and should be a very interesting start. Tope and Strange. Going to be a very interesting start to the race. Will they be playing it very safe, or will Tope try and aggressively get in front and stay in front and defend? And you never know if the little bit of pushing and shoving going on, a little bit of banging wheels, someone might pick up damage, anything could happen, and you know, safety. Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah, Tango Compton, he needs to finish at least P7 to defend his P3 in the title. And actually, Tango isn't a shot for P2 at the title. He's not enough. Mathematically, he's out of contention for the win. He's 38 points back with a max of 31 up on offer. But he is only 26 behind Tope. So a win for Tango and a DNF for Tope could be enough to move him up in the title. I don't know how interested he is. I remember speaking to Tope earlier on in the season. He didn't seem all that fussed for the title, and now here he is fighting for it. So we will see. As 5 lights are up and away they go. A very short hold there. Right, let's try and get the tyres up. Most people starting on the mediums. Let's have a look. Tope is immediately up to P2 while Strange is down to P5.
Oh!
Poor start from Strange. Good one from Taupe further back. I don't think I see any spinners just yet. Waitsy lacking from the field a little bit. I think he might be a ghost further down. They're quite wide. Strange looking for a move from Kryko. Not going to happen. Looks to the inside. Settled for the outside. Although might get an overtake for the outside. I think he picked up a warning for that as Ids gets past him. And not a good start for Strange here. You know how we mentioned 2nd and 6th? Well, it seems at the moment that is going to happen.
As it stands, they are level on points.
If they finish like this, they will tie on points and Taupe will win, as Taupe has 3 wins to Strange's just 2. So a clean start to the race so far. And look at this. Oh my goodness, contact. Somehow that Alpine avoided hitting that other car. I think that was Mookie struggling there. Dropped himself down to P12. Oh no,
there's an incident.
There is an incident, and it is Mookie again.
Mookie.
Yeah, I see a front wing there on the lawn.
Yeah.
His tyres were suffering from the previous moment he had. It's Tango looking for a move on the outside of Farrell.
Safu dips into the pits there because he's got absolutely no wing left at all.
Right, maybe it's his front wing as Farrell and Tango side by side through this first chicane. And hang on, Legend wants a piece of it, decides to back out, doesn't really want to go 3 wide on the inside of turn 3. These two ahead, still battling away. Yeah,
Farrell drops in behind Tango.
Yeah,
he knows where his bread's best buttered. Big ups Mercedes. Come on, Tango. Yeah, it's still tight out there, although at the front,
as
AJ
it's his little moment.
Taupe's tail.
Yeah, moving up the position as well. AJ started P5 up into P2. It's a good start from him. Not too many people making moves. I mean, there's 3 places up. There's obviously Nelu and Waitsy further down. Actually, didn't see what caught Waitsy up there. But let's see.
Could Taupe be going for a move here on Hobbsy? He is right on his tail.
Yeah, burning ERS on the inside. As Taupe picks up the fastest lap, and Hobbsy going to the outside.
The lead.
Indeed.
So that makes things very interesting because as it stands, Taupe's going to pick up 30 points, and Strange is, in fact, Taupe's going to pick up 31 points, and Strange is sat down there in 6th, picking up 12.
He's going for the move. He's turning in. Contact there with the rear left tyre of Strange. Ids there. Luckily did not spin him round, but my goodness, that was close as Tango. And, who's this? Ids really struggling. Has he got damage? Has he got a puncture?
AJ's got wing damage on the right end plate. That wing is gone.
What is
Strange
it?
is right on his tail, going round the outside, takes the position, and Strange is into 4th, which means that
Taupe gets it by 1 point, I think.
Yeah, 1 point. Or 2 as it stands because he's got fastest lap.
Oh well, yeah, that won't stand.
Spicy.
This is spicy. These two really pushing backwards and forwards. They're not on the same bit of track, but they're very much fighting the same war here. Legend looking for a move on Farrell while ahead. Tango looking for a move on AJ Wuhan. Actually, AJ choosing to pit. Does Jacob. Farrell is ahead of Legend. And the gap's starting to spread out a little bit. Tango on his hards dropped off the back of the top 5 as Id's retirement. Not too surprised with that one. Got really caught up in an incident. Which, I mean, from what I saw, he did turn in.
He spun, doing donuts in turn 3 on the grass, back on track.
Yeah, it does seem to be struggling, that man, but of course, he did say beforehand, he has not done any practice. So I think doing well to even be as close as he is to these boys. Tier 2, they always put loads of practice in throughout the week. Well, some of them do, some of them don't. You got a weird mix. Some of them are just magicians who can pop in out of nowhere, do no practice, and be tier 2 pace.
After Hobbsy's little incident there, just last lap, he's held it together, and he's almost. I mean, they're in that train, they're in that DRS train. Don't get me wrong, but Hobbsy was almost breaking out of it there.
Yeah, it's airing his frustrations in the chat there.
Oh no, Mookie.
That's a safety car.
Oh.
Why has he done that on the outside? He must have had a snap of oversteer, tried to catch it and just gone into the wall. Did not catch that one, but That is an
Well,
early safety car.
so what now? I mean,
Hards
Strange.
can't go to the end.
No. Well, Strange and Taupe on the same compound, so
Yeah.
that's ruled realistically out any real change. I mean, those mediums aren't worth switching for hards.
No, I think mediums you stick them out. If I was on the hard tyres, I would change onto mediums and try and do a hard medium where you got that bit more tyre life. Especially someone like Knowlesy, Waitsy, with a bit further back down the order.
Yeah. Well, lucky for AJ and Nelu Safu, because they were well out of contention as it stands.
Oh yeah, I bet Idz is regretting that retirement while, although I don't know if he had side pod damage. Quite possible that was the case.
Well, looks like Taupe is going into the pits.
He is. So who behind him chooses to do the same? There are other pitters. There's quite a few other pitters actually.
Oh,
Kryko Strange has pit as well. I
I
think Strange might have said, right, I'm doing the same thing as him and I'm going to catch him. Greaves speeding in the pit lane for him. But how many, what's that, 6 pitters it looks like? Is it going to be just the 6? Decent chance that Nelu and AJ are going to go for the pit. We will see briefly. We'll have a look at the order when everyone comes out of the pit lane. What has happened? AJ not pitting on his fresh hard. How about Nelu Safu? Also choosing to not pit, though. Neither of them close enough to jump anyone. But in the end, it is Hobbsy re-inherits the lead from his pole position after that.
So we've got Hobbsy, Dylan, and Tango as our top 3. Farrell tucked in behind there in 4th. Legend up 5 positions. Of course, these are only for the moment. You know, when the stops happen, things will all change again. But that's Dylan up 5 positions, Tango up 8, Farrell up 8, Legend up 5, Taupe's drop 3, Kryko drop 5, Strange drop 4, Chargreaves is up 5, and Knowlesy weights you down to AJ dropping 7 after a brilliant start, to be fair, and Safu dropping 5. But when the next round of stops happen, I mean, all that will be probably quite up in the air. But that's as it stands. Chargreaves with a 5-second penalty for being a naughty boy and speeding in the pit lane. But
he'll probably serve that one later down in the race.
Health and safety, Chargreaves, come on, mate. Oh, he's serving it.
Actually,
can he serve it?
I don't think you can serve it. No, you can serve it under safety car. I don't know what AJ's doing. I think he just... Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I reckon they're both going on to mediums here.
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ onto mediums, Greaves also onto mediums, yep.
I noticed that Greaves slowed right down went into the pits there to a solid 8 miles an hour, give or take. But no, he's back up to 49 and he's back into the onto the track, exiting the pits as we speak. He's gained a position still though, so you know, overall. Not that it would be difficult.
Yeah, but easier to gain from a quali ban. So, we're going to keep mentioning this, but current positions finished championship-wise, it will go to Strange.
Yeah.
You're going to hear us talk about this throughout the entire race. It's going to keep happening, but at the moment, Strange is looking to win the title.
What's going to happen? How is this going to unfold? We knew there was going to be some interesting ongoings tonight. That early safety car,
which should be coming in this lap, I would suspect. Any second now, it will tell us.
As we
there we go.
Perhaps get ready to go racing again. Hobbsy leading the field. Dylan behind him. Tango behind Dylan. Farrell, Legend, Taupe, Kryko, Crikey. Strange, Knowlesy, Wheatsy, Snelly, Safu, AJ and Chargreaves. And when will Hobbsy go?
E-I-E-I-E-I-O.
He will go sometime.
Do you know, I've always thought Kryko sounds like quite an Australian name, but I'm pretty sure he's German. Here we go. Hobbsy
And
has
Hobbs
gone, and actually Delano, very nice response from him, not been dropped off at all, won't be able to go for an overtake into turn 1, but right on to the back of that Ferrari versus Red Bull. It feels like 2022 all over again, or the first half. Cries in Ferrari fan. Not too many moves. The Legend though looking for something on Farrell here, not quite near enough, but certainly
going
getting
down
close.
the inside as well. Oh, he's had a wobble.
Yeah, caught the tail end of that one. I think had to back out there, was going to be cut off, and he cannot afford to risk his race. As further back, Nelly looking at Waitsy, did not happen in the end. Now Waitsy himself looking at Knowlesy, there's a small moment of oversteer mid-corner,
there's some
contact.
bumping and grinding going on. It's like a nightclub in the heart of Gloucester right now, I tell you that for sure.
As AJ round the outside of Nelu, that is an overtake and a half there. Only caught the end of that one, but swept around the outside.
I better put on the gap.
The interval, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I do wonder how much is the tyre advantage going to help Taupe go for moves here? Is he going to be faster than the guys on the old mediums, or is that not going to happen just yet?
Knowlesy was looking a little bit hungry there, trying to snack on the inside of Strange there. Didn't go for the move. Strange, I'd say under a bit of pressure, you know. As Waitsy and AJ go side by side. AJ on the inside, Waitsy on the outside. AJ takes the position.
Yeah. Yeah, Strange actually is going to be under pressure, isn't he? Because the guys on fresh mediums right behind him. And while he's going to have DRS from ahead, starting from Sector 1 next lap, he's not going to have it down the main straight this time round. He is slipstream to helping, clearly burning more ERS than the boys behind. I do wonder if Knowlesy will go for the move or not. As Nelu actually losing the position to Greaves there. Actually, I say losing, still fighting away here side by side going into the last corner. Who's going to give here? I've looked at the wrong person. Still going. They're still going. It is Nelu in the end. We're going to hop a ball then for P5. Is Farrell under pressure from Legend?
Oh, very close. Very close.
That did not get the move done in the end though, interestingly.
Yeah, Farrell's down at 22% ERS though. And still going for it, activating the RS, got the DRS all the way down to 10%, but Legends also got his... Oh no, he's sticking to his gun.
Knowlesy and AJ... Ooh, contact! AJ breaking late, hitting Knowlesy, and the McLaren's got in on this as well. Waitsy taking advantage of the contact to get in past both of them here, and the process actually giving Strange a little bit of clean air to work with. Knowlesy and Greaves now side by side.
Waitsy will be sending AJ a thank you card after that one.
Oh, absolutely.
A little bit of
not only did he let him through, he actually managed to build a gap for him as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I noticed AJ just dipping off track a little bit and letting a couple people through there. I think he realises, oops.
Yeah, oops. I think that might very well be a post-race 3-second slam dunk from the stewards to him.
Indeed. Now, Strange is a little bit more protected.
Legend and Taupe, I think both going to get past Farrell here. They're 3 wide. Oh my goodness. Taupe a double overtake.
Oh, that's
from P6
important. That's very
to
important.
P4.
So, let me whip it out again. As in the point system, of course.
Yep, yeah, hopefully.
17 points for Taupe at the moment. And
As
Strange down
leads
to 8.
change.
It's 8. So that is 9 points of difference. So Strange still 3 points ahead of Taupe as it stands if it finishes like this. But Taupe is well, Tango,
He's
Dylan,
making moves.
and Hobbsy are very close. And
Yeah,
Taupe
well,
is
Hobbsy and Delano have swapped positions twice in the last 2 laps. There's actually a little bit of contact further back there. I think Legend of Farrell, slight tap on the rear, not enough to do any damage to the car, just unsettle it, prevent an overtake through that slow.
Strange down the inside. Oh, there's contact. There's contact between Kryko and Strange.
Ooh,
And Strange goes up into
he spun him.
P7. Oh,
There's contact and McLaren's out.
incident.
I had a very nice helicopter camera angle of that. Luckily, Strange not DNFing, but
God.
spun nonetheless. 2 cars out of that
my
race. I had to rewatch that one. I had a beautiful camera angle on the stream, a nice little helicopter cam of what was going on there. I'm going to rewatch to see.
That
Yeah, Strange turned in on Kryko, and then Nolsey and Waitsy just piled into the sideways car that just didn't ghost. Almost the entire field pitting, apart from Taupe, Strange, and Kryko. Our two championship boys inheriting 1-2 here.
If Strange has turned in early, if someone reports an incident, and you never know what the stewards are going to say, this could be bad for Strange. Because, I mean, not that it's on purpose, but if he's made a little error, and you know what Tier 2 are like, DRS train, very effective, very good at keeping close to each other, any penalty at this point, at this stage, could spell disaster for Strange. Because think about it, if these guys are all within half a second of each other, a 3-second penalty, a 5-second penalty, that could drop him 5 or 6 positions, and if Taupe stays in first, then we could be looking at our winner early on in this race. Strange has got to pull out some magic here. I didn't see the incident. I can't comment on it.
There's a very nice camera angle on stream. Essentially, Strange had nearly completed the move on Kryko, but not quite enough. Kryko not backing out through that long left-hander. Strange spinning himself on it. While they're both slightly sideways, Waitsy and Nolsey just piled into them, both losing a tyre.
Oh dear.
It went from what would have been a minor collision with Kryko to possibly a major collision. I mean, I don't know if... I assume the stewards would want to have a look at that one. I can't imagine there'll be 3 drivers affected by it, all of which who won't report it. But, I mean, that is a shame to see the second safety car of the race already.
And, I mean, that's just... That could put a massive spin on things. Pardon the pun. Get it? Because spin. Anyway.
Right, so actually, we've got a few words from Strange in the paddock chat, so clearly the man paused to type. I'm sorry, but I'm getting teamed on and even taken out. This is not fair. And then heavy underbody damage. So his car is damaged. The underfloor. But there's no way the stewards aren't going to have a look at that. I mean, from my perspective as a steward, that does fall on Strange. I don't know. Maybe Kryko should have backed out of that one. Was it Kryko? It's very hard to say.
At the same time, every driver on that track, no matter what position, no matter where they are in the championship, should be entitled to race and race fairly.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, I didn't see everything because of the camera angle that I had, but if Kryko done nothing wrong and Strange is driving aggressively or vice versa, in the end of the day that has to be taken into account. If I was in Strange's position, not that I ever would be in the position of being in the top, even 10 probably, I'd probably be a little bit more careful if I had a lot on the line as the situation is. But yet again, if Strange is watching this in the background while the safety car's on, I'm not
there's a safety car in this
having
lap.
a go or anything. I'm just saying that, I mean, risk versus reward. But at the moment,
I mean, it'll basically be looked at of, did Kryko have any right to the corner, or should he have backed out? That'll be what the stewards will be discussing. Having watched it back a few more times, it really is going to be stewards' discretion on which way that goes, assuming they even have it reported. But anyway, soon to be the restart. Hope and Strange are 2 championship rivals. The moment in Strange's favour. Strange gets a podium finish, and it's his. There we go, a good getaway by Taupe. Strange not closing the gap down too much here. You see the cars piling in behind. That is an Aston Martin on a mission behind. Farrell sending it on Legend with a little bit of contact. Giving the position back as he probably should have. Still on the tail of Legend though, looking for a move again. He's on those fresh mediums. He's hungry. And is he through? Oh, yep, he is through. Legend actually going over wide, and Tango saying, yes, please and thank you. I'll have an easy overtake if you're going to make the gap for me.
Sorry if I feel a little bit distant at the moment.
Ooh, contact Kryko and Strange. Oh, and that really is on Kryko that time around. And I hope that was not malicious. Otherwise, Kryko will not be in the league much longer. I did not catch the full view of that one. But that is such a shame. I mean, he really is going to feel like he's getting ganged up on now. Even if none of these are deliberate, the mindset this is going to develop is not good for him. And his tyre age as well. I mean, he's just got to hold on and stick mediums on later on in the race. Delano and Farrell side by side. Farrell getting him on the inside, down on those fresher mediums. You know what? He wants him back. He's going to try and get him behind Tango, looking at the both of them. Tango, hang on, he might get the both of them up the inside here. Ooh, he's got the Red Bull. He's not managed to get Farrell as well, although he's certainly going to try around the outside. My goodness, this is a man who wants to get in some places tonight. There's a yellow flag further back. It's Strange. Strange has had a spin in the first sector. From bad to worse.
I've just watched that incident back. Sorry if I've been a little bit absent while I've been trying to find it.
Oh my, what on earth are these two doing? Farrell and Delano. Okay.
Oh, contact again. This is getting spicy.
There are some high tensions going on. Drivers getting very, very heated here. This battle for P2. Some of the drivers are being respectful. I'm not going to say all of them.
If I'm not a steward, and I probably never will be, because gentlemen, I might not have a brain. But there was not an awful lot of room left for Kryko.
As lead change going on.
It's just one of those, I suppose.
Yeah, Nelu up into P7 as well. I mean, yeah, when I looked at the incident initially, I thought, okay, Strange has turned in on Kryko, but actually, looking back, Kryko, he barely had a tyre alongside. He almost didn't have any right to the corner. He should have backed out when he saw it wasn't going to go his way. As here we go, Legend on Farrell to the outside of turn 4. Not enough. Can he get the cut back? No, it's harder on these hard tyres. And actually behind, Tango's having a look again as well.
Oh yeah, he is indeed.
So it was Tango and Farrell who were being a bit aggressive earlier on. Those two and Delano. He's sending it up the inside. Actually, Tango is being pretty. I didn't quite catch which two it was who were being properly misbehaving there before.
Farrell and Tango.
I think it was Farrell and Delano. I mean, Farrell was... there was a bit of door banging going on, and these cars do not even have doors to bang, so...
No, that's very impressive that they're door banging, in fairness. But yeah, no, Tango's seems to be on a mission, but he just doesn't seem to be able to get away from Legend at the moment. Farrell, known for being a hardcore racer, I'd say. I raced Farrell in Tier 4 back in the day when he was... Oh! Tango looked to the outside there on Farrell.
Yeah.
Now
the Williams swapping position. He is actually into the back of him. Oh, hello!
No!
And that is some heavy contact.
Oh, no!
Both drivers losing out, actually.
Well.
Tango losing out to Greaves as well. Tope will be happy he's not involved in any of this.
Yeah. But Tango's got that position back from Greaves. But the Williams... Oh, for Vip, huh?
Actually, yeah, Tango letting Farrell back through is a... Sorry, I mean... Honestly, not certain who I blame the contact on, but nice to see, respectful nonetheless. Delano past Tope. Tope on these older tyres. He probably needs another stop here. The boys on hards very well might not. And with Strange P10, he needs to finish at least P4. It's not that simple to win this thing. He does need a top 4 finish. It is not actually over for Strange as much as it looks like it might be. Without a very strong position from Tope. If he doesn't finish in the top 6, he outright will not win the championship no matter what happens to Strange.
Yeah, I remember Strange will still pick up a couple of points as it stands, I believe, if I remember correctly. Bear with me, I'm a little bit special. But this has been quite the race.
It has plenty of...
comment on, every time I'm here for Tier 2, some carnage happens.
The great thing about Tier 2 is they're all fast, they're all really close on pace, and they're not quite as aggressive as Tier 1. But they still want it. They still want to win. As here we go, AJ looking for the move up the inside of Legend. I think this would be pretty easily done, which is surprising given the difference in tyres. But there we go, up into P5 for Jacob.
Dafu on smoke as well.
Yeah.
So as it stands, sorry to be the borer and bring up the same news.
You said that's just changed.
Tope goes in the so that means that, as of now, Strange gets 4 points and goes on to 206. And Taupe goes from 190 to
207.
200. Oh! Whoa.
I should have made something to automatically calculate this. I'm just having to do the mental maths in my head every time.
It doesn't help. I am very silly.
So I'd hope my degree does something for the adding aspect. Although every time I look at the maths board in my lectures, there's almost no numbers on the board anymore.
No, just letters.
Letters. Just I mean, at this point, sometimes they're just shapes. It's not even letters.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? If you get the reference.
Because there we go. Farrell and Tango again having a little scrap. Tango up the inside of Farrell. And Farrell this time with a very poor exit to turn 1 and 2 there. Ooh, we're having a little moment there. Thought it in the end. As Taupe again dropping back. When's he going to pit? How long is he going to leave it? 16 laps at the end of this one.
Will it be better for him to go on mediums now, or long it out and jump onto soft?
Well, how long did the mediums last round here? That's the that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, true. There is 16 laps left. I think. Well, look at it this way: Strange and Taupe have done the same amount of laps, but Strange doesn't really have much more to lose. So
Legend. Oh my goodness. Taupe in a battle himself with Legend. Seems Legend is through and past. Taupe comes into the pits. He is. This will be for mediums then. This will be 16 laps on the mediums to finish off his race, and he's going to drop back. He's not quite going to drop back behind Strange, I don't think. Hard to say for certain. We'll have a look at that one once it's resolved itself.
It looks like Taupe will be clear of Strange, and he'll be on the faster compound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
I think there'll be a few seconds between them at least.
Farrell past Tango. It is going to be close though. So yeah, it is a few seconds up the road there. What's that going to be? 2.5 seconds gap between those two drivers. Although that is just going to expand and expand because 15 lap hards versus completely fresh medium tyres. Doesn't take a genius to work that one out. And we've got our boy Cammy here to prove that.
Yes.
Our resident non-genius. So.
About 20 feet. While we're seeing what the crack is today, we was talking at work today. Tango into the pits. We're talking at work today, and I asked some very important questions as AJ and Legend are battling it out. AJ with DRS
I think
with DRS.
Legend got him into turn 1. Is he going to get him back? He's going to have a little look. Not quite near enough. I'll let you continue your story.
But if you were a dessert, what dessert would you be? As Tango comes out ahead of Strange.
Yes, just about. Yeah, he's within DRS range for now, but that is not going to last. I think actually Taupe pulled away almost 2 seconds a lap from Strange. So I don't know when Strange is planning to pit. If he's planning on doing a set of mediums, or if he's going to do what you suggested, potentially try the softs out.
Yeah, maybe.
Taupe's definitely going to the end
soft
now. Actually, what would really ruin Taupe now is a safety car.
Oh, it would as well. It would. Although...
No, because the guys ahead get the pit stop in before he can catch them. I mean, he's closing down that time. He's fast. He's probably the fastest man on track at the moment, with maybe the exception of Tango.
He set a little fastest lap here, maybe.
So here we go. Legend and AJ once again looking to the inside of turn 4 is the Alpine. And he gets the move done.
Lovely jubbly. But back to the question, what dessert would you be?
I don't know. How do you decide what dessert you would be?
I got told I'd be a sticky toffee pudding.
Okay.
By unanimous decision.
By unanimous decision. Was there reasoning behind this?
Well, I don't know. I thought they were going to say sticky toffee pudding, so I said I'd be an apple crumble. I don't even like apples.
Do you like apple crumble?
Yeah.
Just not.
I like the crumble. I like the crumble.
Just not the apples. As here we go, overtake for the lead here, Nelu on the inside of Hobbsy, and it seems like he's got that one done. Couldn't quite find the room at one point, but in the end did get through on the inside. Nice and cleanly done, although less complete of an overtake here. Again, Legend and AJ, the two blue cars, swapping around again as Farrell going into the pits. He should come out a little bit behind Taupe, I think. One last car for him to overtake.
I must point out that Farrell has pitted on those mediums with 12 laps of racing done on them, whereas Safu in first has done 12 laps as well. So will Safu go a little bit longer and go for the softs, which will indicate that realistically the fact that Safu's overtaken half the blooming field on those mediums, that Taupe can get to the end quite easily and still have the pace to essentially finish in first, potentially.
Yeah, well, Taupe,
what the other hard runners do.
Currently he's looking at doing 16 laps on the mediums, unless safety cars or anything change that. And I can't imagine he'd pit if there was a safety car any time soon.
No. He'd get more life out of those mediums as well, because he wouldn't be at full racing speed under the safety car as well.
Yeah, as these top three are battling away, but again, it's the two boys in blue further back, the Williams versus the Alpine. These two just seem to be saying, right, you go past this lap, I'll go past the next lap, and alternating who's holding that P4. Yep, game of tennis, only with cars bobbing it down straights at...
Yeah.
How fast do F1 cars go? 200? They hit 200?
220?
Yeah, he just hit 200.
The official record is 246, but that's with the aero and it was on a salt flat.
Alright, well, Legend just hit 200 before he hits breaking point into turn 4.
That's naughty. So it's just Legend and AJ that are really...
Well, and the top three are within a second. I think that counts as a battle.
Yeah. It would probably. Especially with Dylan only being 3/10 back from Hobbsy. And Hobbsy having DRS on Nelu, Safu. It's going to be an interesting one. But I think Nelu's just out of the way of Hobbsy going into turn 1.
Yeah, it should have enough of a gap there. And for once, actually, the P4, P5 boys, they're not near enough to go for an overtake into turn 1.
Although Hobbsy's quite close.
He is closing.
Medium's dropping off, but he's gapped him again out of turn.
They are going to gradually. It's a very good sign though for Taupe if Nelu's mediums are still competitive with hards after 14 laps.
Yeah. What are the hard boys going to do?
But I thought they were going to the end personally.
Yeah, well.
AJ's are going to hurt after going to the end, but the other ones, I think they stick it to the end, see how they do. If that'll manage for them.
So at this point, I think Taupe's in a position that if a safety car...
How much did you lose on the safety car? I don't think he wants a safety car. At best, he's going to get
closer, up. Perhaps.
He might, because, right, you got the 1, 2, 3 boys are together, the 4, 5, 6 boys are together. I think he might get the 4, 5, 6 ones. As Kryko has got past Strange... Oh, I say he got past Strange. No, he's battling with Strange.
This could be very interesting.
And I cannot imagine Strange will be showing any quarter whatsoever. As there we go, Nelu into the pits. And that is, what, I think 10 laps left on whatever tyre he chooses to go on. That should be safe with soft. He might go for another set of mediums there. We'll see what he goes for. He does go for the soft. Does opt for the soft tyre.
Well, Nelu and Taupe might come out very close here.
Yeah, actually, I am watching the Kryko Strange battle. I'm also watching the two dots on the map. So Kryko...
Taupe and Nelu. Taupe's going to take it. But Nelu's on his tail.
Yeah, he is. And is he going to go for it into turn 1? Oh, hang on, don't kill him, please.
Oh, okay.
No kill on the championship, boys. We've had enough of that this race.
Oh, Kryko got ahead of Strange.
Yeah, I was on board with that one, actually, and then jumped on board to catch the other overtake. But I mean, Nelu passing Taupe is an inevitability.
Yeah, especially on those fresh softs. I mean, it's getting hot in here, but I prefer it if everyone keeps their clothes on. Definitely. But AJ and Legend are still like sparring up the front. But Dylan and Hobbsy, Dylan is going for the move down the inside.
I do. Camera angle got funny, but Dylan is ahead. Dylan. I have no idea which one it's meant to be.
Hobbsy with a good exit though. That DRS.
DRS now kicking inside into turn 4. It's further back.
Got it back.
Nelu has finally got past Taupe, and that is not going to change before the end of the race unless Nelu makes a big mistake.
As it stands.
Actually, are these boys and hards going to pit, or are they going to go into softs? I'm really not sure. I don't know. I really don't know. And I mean, if I can see all of this, and I don't know what the drivers will be going through, deciding what strategy they want to go for, if they've already decided or not. So current point gap between the two championship boys ends out being 4 points in favour of Strange. As again, we might be about to see another lead overtake, and Delano sending it to the inside of Hobbsy. These two swapping again. Is actually behind. Legend and AJ are swapping once again. And I'm regretting not eating dinner before this, so I'm now starting to feel very hungry. There's Nelu, fastest lap on those softs there. No surprise with that one.
9.
Can I remember enough German to say what I'm hungry is? I don't think so.
Well, ich verstehe nur Bahnhof. I only understand train station.
Well, I could say ich liebe Wurst.
I need sausage.
I think I like sausage. And I might have sausage, chips and beans later. Depends what I'm feeling. But what are my options?
As they say, everything seems to be very sausage orientated in Germany.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. They practically live on them.
Alles hat ein Ende. Nur die Wurst hat zwei. Everything has an end. Only the sausage has 2.
Yeah, I did actually manage to translate that one. Just about. Look at me go. My 3 in German GCSE coming into play is, here we go, AJ coming into play here with his battle with Legend, and again these two, I mean, it's practically a formality, these two swapping positions at this point.
Yeah.
You have this lap, part of the next lap.
Pass the position. Don't think the hard boys have any reason to really stop.
Yeah. Excuse me, it's hard to say. Because it's the longer the stay. I mean, it's too late to come in. I think now no one is going to pit. What you're on, you've got to stay on. It's too late to do anything, even for Strange back in P11. So assuming Strange will stay at P11, which seems almost certain, that means what is it? A P5 is required from Taupe. Taupe needs to finish P5. They will tie on points, and Taupe will win. So Taupe needs to gain 2 more positions, and that's going to be Greaves and either Legend or AJ if that happens. It's not going to be Nelu, it's not going to be Delano or Hobbsy. Delano or Hobbsy pretty much secured themselves for the top 2 with 7 laps, or actually 6 laps to go now. Taupe needs to gain 2 positions to get the title. That is what we've got to work with here.
Legend and AJ would need to have an incident, or Hobbsy and Delano.
Having seen their driving, that's not out of the possibility. These two getting very, very close, multiple laps in a row. Actually nearly had a coming together into turn 1 there.
I mean, we've got 5 full laps of racing left. Well, 4.5.
Yeah, 5.5.
Well, 5.5. Sorry. We need something dramatic to happen, really, at this point.
No chance of rain. Sky's looking a bit too clear.
So, God, wish.
No.
That's not going to affect the race.
No, that's not. I was thinking, oh, hang on, need something dramatic to happen. That would have been very
as
prompt reaction.
Says, never say never.
Yeah, well, what we will have is we will have a Nelu Safu flying up past the hard runners, potentially causing problems for them.
Gentlemen, this is democracy manifest. As AJ looks to the inside of Legend.
It's a long way back. I think he wants to send it though. No, decides against it.
Ah, he's holding off for the next DRS zone.
Well, I think he was too far back to go for it in that one. But
he's got a decent exit.
That he has. Actually, a lead change might be about to happen. We'll just watch that on the timing board. But Hobbsy through into the lead. AJ, ooh, yeah.
Hobbsy grand slam on the title on the cards.
These two side by side. They settled down. Legend has settled down into P4. Hobbsy back into the lead. I'm rooting for Hobbsy for the win. Not that I'm meant to root for drivers, but I am. Remains.
I'll be the other one. I'll be the bad. I'll be the top.
Oh, that's a yellow. That is Farrell, which does affect the race if he falls behind Strange, which he probably won't, but he does have 3 seconds of penalties to worry about.
Yeah, Farrell doing some preemptive donuts there.
Yeah, it's nearly pushing there. There's a slight snap coming out the exit of the corner, but I think he just wants to get this move done and dusted. You can see up ahead.
However, Tango's right on the back of Tope at the moment, and he's got DRS.
Oh, you're right, he is. There we go. Nelu up into P5 on those soft tyres. I completely forgot to account for Tango when I was looking at anything happening title-wise. You know what? He really is becoming a big player. In potential outcome here, actually, there's a small moment apex of turn 2, enough to secure Tope for a little bit longer. It's AJ and Legend again fighting away. These two have been going at it for ages now. I've lost count of how many laps, but quite possibly their entire stint. But Nelu behind his Williams teammate looking to get through here. I'm not sure he's going to do better than a P3. It's the top two so far ahead, but he's certainly going to want to get past both of them as quickly as possible.
That he is.
Could practically hear my stomach growling at this point. So here we go. Nelu looking to the outside on his soft tyres. Going the long way round, but it should be fairly easy. He can just outbrake his teammate here. Not sure Legend is even going to consider fighting it, and no. Excuse me, does break. Nice. And early now, Nelu hunting down the other one, hunting down Jacob for P3 for that last place on the podium.
Jacob.
It feels... Is it too far back? I'm not sure it is on these tyres, that's the thing.
Oh, contact.
Has he been forced wide? No, he hasn't, but no longer able to keep his nose in. Looking to the outside now. Oh, actually on the grass for 2 tyres. And again, having to back out some good defending by that Alpine.
He's that car as wide as the track.
Oh, absolutely. And actually, I mean, to keep an eye on Tango right on the back of Tope. I think Tope is not going to be able to catch up these guys ahead unless there are incidents. I think this is going the way of Strange. The man is going to win the championship after finishing P11 at current rates.
Never rule out anything.
Oh, never. We've still got 3 laps to go. Or 2 laps to go, sorry. So here we go. Nelu. Yeah, there we go. Nice and easily done. And actually, both Williams getting past the Alpine in one go. I say both Williams getting past. The second one not completed just yet. Oh, this looks like an instant waiting to happen. Hang on, when did Greaves get onto the back of this fight?
Now! Here he is! Greaves got DRS on the both of them! No,
Legend back into P4, but I mean with these 3 fighting, for one, Nelu can just run away.
He can indeed.
AJ back up into P4 does increase the chances of a collision, but with Tope 8 seconds behind, I do not think it's likely he will get himself up into P5. Strange pitting, smartly pitting, because he knows he can get fastest lap if he chooses to pit, and that can help secure his championship even more. Because he's not going to fall down in any positions. That man is thinking. He's going on to softs. He's going to do 1 out lap, and he's going to absolutely send it lap 36. As long as he doesn't get lapped, I don't think he will. He's done a big doo-doo if he does, but he should be okay.
Oh, is it top 12 or top 10?
Oh, it's top 10, so I guess he only stops Nelu. I've forgotten about that, actually.
Oh, as Hobbsy concedes the position to Dylan.
Yeah,
But he can come back if he gets a good exit.
So
and
we are now on the final lap.
Is there another
Hobbsy
in this tail?
Hobbsy's gone for P1. He's gone for the lead on the final lap. He's made that happen.
Is there anything left in this
Tope
race?
down to P8 now.
Oh, Tope.
More bad news for him.
Away from him.
Perhaps pitted slightly too early, but I mean, got quite unlucky with the safety cars. Not as unlucky as Strange has got this race. Not gone well for either of the two boys fighting the championship. But yeah, actually, if you look at the mini-map, Strange truly is nearly a whole lap down. But coming out the last corner, you can see up ahead, it is Hobbsy, it is the Ferrari who will win the Season 9 Round 12 finale for Tier 2. Hobbsy winning the Interlagos Grand Prix. Delano second, Nelu third, currently with the fastest lap, but that will not last. Legend on the line!
Williams 3, 4, Chargreaves across the line in 6th.
As Tope actually finishing in the pit lane, interesting choice there. Not that it should make a difference, but he is going to finish P8 regardless. Farrell is he going to lose the place to Kryko? It's a 3-second time penalty. How much overtake have they both got to burn? It's 2.9 at the moment. Who's got more overtake? That's the game we're playing here.
Kryko's done it. Oh, however,
he's out of overtake. Yeah, he's done it. Kryko does get that P9. And then let's go watch the rest of Stranger's fastest lap. Because, well, this is going to be the fastest lap. 1.3 seconds green, purple middle sector. How much does he need? He needs 1.5 green. He had 1.3, so a good last sector, and this will be his fastest lap and his championship provisionally. Although he can't exactly go down places as yet. Does pick up fastest lap in the end, and I believe picking up the title.
Yeah, well,
provisionally.
I mean, anything could happen. I mean, with what's happened, but realistically, Tope didn't score enough points to overtake him, no matter what. So I don't know, unless something dramatic happens and he gets stripped of points somehow.
Which I don't think is particularly possible.
Yeah, well, looks like Strange is our Tier 2 winner, champion, as it stands. Not quite a battle for first between the two leaders.
No.
Or anything. But interesting race as Hobbsy picks up a very fat W.
Yeah, from pole
position and the win as well. Solid race weekend. Hobbsy gets my drive of the day.
Oh yeah, I think I'd say same here.
Although Dylan might be feeling a bit hard done by because he's came from 7th to 2nd, but Hobbsy, the consistency merchant, has managed that one nicely. Strange dipping into the 109s to get that fastest lap. About half a second faster than anyone else, really. And yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see if the 3 podium boys or Strange want to come in for a post-race interview. I think my game half the time doesn't like showing me the end standings, so I've got to read them off by looking at the interval at the end of the race.
I'll be back in just a second.
It showed it for a split second. How nice. So I will do a quick rundown of the standings once I can find on the stream where it showed it for a split second. Bear with me. I will also see if the drivers are interested in an interview. Right, so rundown of the race, the order. Hobbsy picking up the win. Delano P2 in the end, 7/10 back. Nelu P3 on their soft tyres. That strategy working well for him. The 3-stop, interestingly. The 2 boys ahead of him going for the 1-stop. P4 Legend, P5 AJ, P6, Greaves, Tango 7th, Taupe in the end, only P8, only picking up 8 points. Over his championship rival Strange picked up 2 points. Crike P9, 10th is Foul, and Strange, our last finisher, P11, picking up 2 points, but enough for the title. Right, Hobbsy, Delano, and Strange saying yes to the interview, so I need to chuck those guys an invite, if I can remember how on earth you meant to do this. Bear with me a quick second while I invite the drivers.
Yeah, what a race, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. What a race. Can you see if Nelu has said if he is interested in doing an interview or not? Oh, hello. Yeah, Strange saying a bit shocked by what happened. I mean, you saw how much instance. I think we actually caught all the big incidents he got involved in, other than his T2 spin. And apparently, oh, he's got double. I always get it's a double underscore. Never mind, I just put an extra space bar in there. Okay. Hopefully, you've just added 3 of them to the party. We will talk to those boys, especially to Strange, to see.
Here he is,
found
the man.
Hello.
You
Hey.
like what I said about you, Hobbsy. There, consistency king. P1, P1. If it weren't for the fastest lap, could have had a Grand Slam.
Hey, he didn't lead every lap.
I don't do fastest laps anyway.
Nah. Overrated.
But yeah, you and Delano had that battle the entire last stint. Did you think it was going your way? Did you think it was going his way?
Well, I wasn't sure, to be honest. Like halfway through it, I was like, okay, I'll sit behind him, and then decided to overtake him. And then I sat back behind him until the last couple of hours. It was just waiting to see that red light flash on his car, basically.
Yeah. But actually, I've got to say, right, Strange has joined us, the man who has won the title, the Season 9 Tier 2 title. Strange, very controversial race from you, but I mean, how do you feel in the end?
Wow, I don't know, I'm still a little shocked, as I said. Doesn't feel great right now, but, well, I guess I'll be very happy in the next days, looking back at this. So finished 8th, so if I am championship winner.
Yes, yeah, you get it by you have a 6-point lead over him in the end.
Alright, that's a good thing. Yeah, not gonna comment on what happened here, but yeah, as I said, I feel a little shocked right now. So I'm not too happy at the moment. But
Yeah. Well, yeah, we actually caught both your major incidents, the one with Kryko. In fact, they were both with Kryko. But yeah, actually one bringing out the safety car in the end. But congratulations to you on the title. I cannot see the stewards taking that away unless Taupe somehow ends up way up in P5, which does not seem too likely, given he chose to finish in the pit lane and lost even more time from that one.
Dre, if you can, run what actually happened there in that first instance with Kryko?
first instance, yes, that was the one I got the body damage from. Well, I can't really comment on that. I made a beautiful move, as I think, into that. I don't actually know the turn number, but I did a great 5 move, I'll call it. And he didn't seem to be too happy with that. So, yeah, if I've seen it, he just pushes me off track. Because he needs to spin, he spins himself, and everyone behind us also crashes into us. I don't really know where it's got body damage from.
Yeah.
Some calculating into me.
Yeah, it would have been Waitsy or Nolsey. They both just got caught up in that one. Yeah, congratulations to you. I will move on to this races. We had a quick chat with Hobbsy, but Delano P2 in the end. Disappointed you didn't win this one in the end, or just happy to be on the podium?
It's either or. It's disappointing to get a race win, but for a second time in a row. But
oh yeah, you're back to back P2.
back to back P2s then. So what you call it? I enjoy the battle with Hobbsy. It's kind of like a tactical one, in fairness, because it's like him is being in front, I right behind. I got a massive straight line speed compared to Hobbsy, in fairness to him. So what you call it? But near around the last few laps, the rear caught snapping on the last few laps, which is pretty much. That's ruined my day, so yeah, pretty much it.
Yeah, and then Nelly Staff hasn't joined us because he didn't want the interview, so can't ask him about anything. But I can ask all three of you, especially Strange, next season, season 10. I assume that to be happening. Don't know if they'll go for 4 tiers, 5 tiers, what they're doing there, but looking forward to coming back again for another season. Start with Strange.
Very close, the whole grid. I mean, today we had like, what was it, under 5 tenths between Q1 and Q13 in qualifying?
Yeah, it was something crazy like that.
Wow, it's incredible.
Absolutely close. I recall same, kind of the same in China. So yeah, the grid is absolutely close, and that was always fun racing with these guys. Also, I feel like I haven't been the quickest driver. It's more about consistency that I now won the championship.
Yeah.
Got 2 wins and 1 single pole position. So yeah, I never was ahead of anyone. Yeah, that just makes it great. And if possible, I'd also like to go into tier 2 once again, because it was so much fun. We see what is possible. But definitely joining again.
Yeah, then Hobbsy, how about you? I assume you're coming back. You've been here years, refused to go away.
Yeah, I'll be back. Don't worry about that. Don't know what tier I'll be in, but yeah,
I think you're a
I'll
shoo-in for
definitely
tier
be
2. You always seem to be in the top 5 somewhere or other.
No, I want to win something. So if they stick me in tier 1, I'm not sure I'll be happy with that, but we'll see what happens.
I'll give you a 1v1, Hobbsy. You'll win that.
Yeah. Delano, are you planning on coming back again next season?
Yeah, planning to go back next season. Probably, hopefully, a lot better from what I learned during the whole season just past. So, yeah, looking forward to get new season up and running soon enough.
Yeah, because you really picked up towards the end of this season, especially. Didn't have the strongest start, but then 2 back-to-back podiums to end it all. Looking good from you. I don't know. I haven't seen any of the information. What's going on? I do know if there is another season, it will be 12 rounds again. Almost certainly will be another one. If I had to guess, they'd be going down to 4 tiers just based on driver attendance towards the end. But that is complete guesswork because I haven't seen what's been said. That'll be the head admin's decision on that front. But no, thank you guys for putting on an amazing show on track. Once again, congratulations to Strange on the championship. Congratulations to Hobbsy on this win. Cammy for helping with the commentary, and all the drivers for putting on an amazing show every single week. I think that wraps things up.
It's been a pleasure, boys. I've got a couple more words to say before we go.
Yep.
Strange, this one's for you. Was Hanschen nicht lernt Hans nimmer mehr, and I messed that up, but what little Johnny can't learn, John will never learn. Thank you. It's the top 17 German phrases I've got here. I went through most of them now throughout the stream.
I've never heard that before.
I've got one more for you. Das Leben ist kein Ponyhof.
Yes, I know that.
Life is no pony. I knew that was going to be a winner. Cheers for having me today, by the way. It's always a pleasure. I might end up doing more commentary next season, maybe, hopefully.
Oh, go on.
It beats finishing last in tier 4, so yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'm going to end the stream here. So thank you guys for watching, and see you next season. But that is goodbye from me.
Bye, everyone.